Hello everyone, welcome to our channel Indicus Insight. So today we are going to discuss about string of pulse theory. So today we are generally not doing the live webcam video. We are generally doing a voice over video because our main motto is to provide you with good knowledge and information. If you are new to the channel, please hit the bell icon and make sure to subscribe our channel, and please watch the video till end. So let's begin. So string of pearls is a theory developed by the journalists across the globe. It is not an agenda, or we can say some schemes of China that are promoted by the Chinese government. But yeah, from the theory string of pearls we can understand the main intention of Chinese government. So, string of pearls refers to the Chinese intention to establish a network in Indian Ocean region surrounding India. Each pearl represents some form of permanent Chinese military installation in a series of locations along a string. Recent development of ports around India in Gwadar, Hambantota, Sitwe on the Bay of Bengal coast in Myanmar, etc., are seen as a part of a string of pearls. Although these are commercial ports, the fear is that this could be easily converted to naval facilities in case of a conflict in India. So now we will talk about the impact on India, how this string of pearls is affecting India. So first of all, we will talk about the strategic impact. String of pearls will lead to China surrounding India. China, which doesn't have any openings in Indian Ocean, will be able to dominate it. Strategic clout of India, which it enjoys today in Indian Ocean, will be reduced. Countries which today consider India as a partner in response to China may end up in the lap of China. So, if we talk about the second impact, it's the economic impact. Indian resources will be diverted towards defense and security, thus, the economy will not reach its potential, hampering economic growth. This may further lead to instability in India and the whole east and southeast region. So now I will talk about the third impact, that is maritime security. China's presence will pose a threat to India's security through water. China is developing more firepower with more submarines, destroyers, vessels, and ships. This endangers Indian maritime security. So now we will talk about the steps taken by India to counter string of pearls. So the first step is very famous step, that is Act East policy. India's Act East policy, which was launched as an effort to integrate India's economy with Southeast Asian nations. It has been used to make important military and strategic agreements with Vietnam, South Korea, Japan, Philippines, Indonesia, Thailand, and Singapore, helping India to counter China. The second step is military relationships. India has developed strategic naval relationship with Myanmar to upgrade and train its navy, which gives India an increased footprint in the area. India has also made strategic agreements for military cooperation in region with Japan, Australia, and the USA. The four countries carry out joint military exercises in the Indian Ocean region and are known as the Quad. Now we will talk about the third step, that is of Chabahar port. India is developing Chabahar port in Iran, opening a new land sea route to Central Asia countries by passing Pakistan. Chabahar gives India a strategic position since it overlooks the Gulf of Oman, a very strategic oil supply route. The fourth impact is, or we can say the step taken by India is a strategic pact with France. India and France recently signed a strategic pact opening up their naval bases to each other's warships across the Indian Ocean. It grants the Indian Navy access to strategically important French ports, including one in Djibouti, home to China's single overseas military base. Now, if we talk about the fifth step is surrounding China in the north. India has invested a lot diplomatically in countries like Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, and Mongolia, all surrounding China. Now, the sixth step is naval bases and airfields. India finalized an agreement for a new base in the Seychelles and negotiated military access to naval facilities at Oman's port and airfields. A pact allowing deployments from each other's naval facility was signed with Singapore in 2017. With expanded bases on the Andaman and Nicobar Islands at the end of the Malacca Strait, India is raising the stakes in the fight over the water of Southeast Asia. It should be noted that many of the solutions are not immediate in nature and may require at least 2-3 decades to fructify. What is needed is the strong decision making ability at the highest level to change the status quo. The timely execution of the planned strategic initiatives would play a key role in making India's presence in Indian Ocean a strong leader.